back in action, and he'll be shining in primetime. Stephen A., listen to this. The Cowboys, they've got 6 primetime games. So after their Week 10 bye, they enter a tough stretch with short rest. The Cowboys will host the Eagles in Week 12, followed by a home matchup against the Chiefs on Thanksgiving Day. My goodness, and wrapping up a 3-game stretch in 13 days with a visit to the Detroit Lions. Wow, that is a tough second half, Stephen A.
Molly.
What?
Did Jerry Jones buy Stephen A's suit today?
You're right.
Did
Wow.
you?
Does look
I'm just now noticing
like
this.
that.
Goodness.
Wow.
Look like Jerry.
You are really repping the star.
What are you?
You are repping the star today on the show.
Are you Stephen
He's
A.
so
Smith
excited,
or
Jack
Stephen
said.
Wow.
Jones Jr.?
Bro, I literally came into the studio. I'm talking about the Knicks. I got the Knicks on my mind. And I swear to you, it wasn't until 30 seconds ago when Ryan Clark looked at me and said, "You have on cowboy colors." I was like, oh, my God. I didn't know. I didn't know, man.
You probably,
it wasn't intentional, man.
You probably jinxing the Knicks right now, dressed up like that. Because what do you always say?
Don't do that.
What do you always say?
See,
what can happen?
what can't go wrong?
What can go wrong?
Will go
wrong with the Dallas Cowboys.
That's only applicable to the Dallas
What
Cowboys.
about the Knicks
That's only
now?
applicable to the Dallas Cowboys. Because we're not a delusional, nauseating, disgusting fan base. So that doesn't apply to us.
I
That only applies
totally
to the Cowboys.
disagree.
Oh, please. We are very much realists. Okay, we haven't won the title since 1973. So we know how often we've stunk. We are aware. We don't sit up there going, we're going to win this NBA championship next year, right?
Stephen
We
A.,
don't do that.
Every time y'all win a playoff game or playoff series,
hype.
what happened with your phone? It start on the wall. And then it'd be like this. Ah!
Well, that's what
Every single time.
That was the
You know, but you know-
notice I haven't done that this
That was a
series.
good
But you know what?
Very nervous.
But you know what? You know how I know Ryan is true? Because I live with a Knicks fan. And she is obnoxious. She has been beyond obnoxious.
She's Knicks and
That's why your wife is so
Cowboys.
wonderful.
You see
how
now
much
you
love
see
her?
what I'm
She's
dealing
Knicks
with.
and Cowboys?
She's Knicks and Cowboys.
No. What about
Knicks
what
and
she's
Cowboys.
dealing with? You understand what I'm saying? You and you, Mr.
I'm not flagrant with my Lakers, or anything
She's
like that.
actually
She is
a
obnoxious.
habitual loser outside of marriage. outside of marriage and raising beautiful children and being an awesome grandmother, she's a habitual loser.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah.
you won though.
Huh?
You won championship.
I won. Yeah, I won. I got rings, and she don't have the. She got the most important ring. No. See, I caught myself. I caught myself.
She got the ring that counts.
Yeah, that's right. She got the most important
let me stop being
ring. See, I
messy.
caught myself, Molly.
Don't do that.
Let me stop being messy.
Happy home. Stop messing with a happy home. Stop messing with a happy home. Let's go, Mom.
Oh, my
Let's
gosh.
go.
Is Dallas a legit threat to win the NFC East, RC?
No.
Thank you.
No, but Dallas is a team that right now, when you look at their roster construction, will be competing to be in the playoffs. It's all about the way this team starts the season. Brian Schottenheimer has said, okay, I'm trying to change the culture. And by changing the culture, I'm going to put Micah Parsons, who is the most talented player on this team, with Dak Prescott, who is the most respected player on this team. Now, what are you going to do with George Pickens? Where will George Pickens fit into that locker room? Because we know on the field he's going to produce. We know on the field he's going to get one-on-ones. On the field, he brings something to Dallas that they do not have in that structure, in that skill room, in those skill options until you bring him in. Defensively, how do you shore up the back end? What are you going to do to stop the run? This team has an opportunity to compete, but must we forget Philadelphia in this division?
Right.
The Washington Commanders are in this division. This is going to be a tough division to win, but I do believe the Cowboys have a chance to compete to be a playoff team.
I will say this. A lot of this depends on Dak Prescott playing 17 games. Yep. When Dak Prescott plays 17 games, you can almost book the Cowboys for a minimum 9 wins.
Yeah.
9 wins. And that's just, you can give me the scur on your face and all that. But when Dak Prescott plays, he usually wins in the regular season. Book him for at minimum 9 games. Okay, 9 games. Now, they have other factors to worry about. They need to run the ball better. They got to stop the run. But I think the Cowboys are closer to the Commanders than they are to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
I think that's where, when we look at the Cowboys, look at them against the Washington Commanders.
So what you're saying is they'll be battling for second place within the division.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say third. I say not second. I say third. Because
so they're New York Giant-ish to you?
Well,
Giants
So are you saying they're closer to the Giants than the Commanders?
no. What I'm saying is they come in the third place in the NFC East. All right, and as a result, I mean, are y'all pulling?
Are you putting any respect on Dak Prescott's name?
I was getting ready to ask. I was going to there next because I want to ask you, RC. I want to make sure I'm clear. You sure you got that right? Where Dak Prescott's the most respected Cowboy? I mean, do people respect the dude that you know ain't gonna show up after January? I mean, I'm just asking. You said it. You said it. I'm just taking your words. I'm just taking your words as a fair question. I think it's a very, very fair question.
You're twisting my words now.
I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
Yes. The way that Dak Prescott leads, the way that Dak Prescott approaches his job, the man that he is walking in and out of that stadium every day, absolutely, he's the most respected Dallas Cowboy. And you act like Dak Prescott has never produced in his career.
I think
this is a guy that finished second in
Dak
MVP
Prescott
voting 2 years ago.
Fabulous regular season quarterback. I think he's a fabulous regular season quarterback. That's what I think of him.
So there's no team failure in the playoffs.
I think that he's a fabulous regular season quarterback who does an outstanding job of making sure that he gets paid. I give him credit for that.
So he's Kirk Cousins. So he's Kirk Cousins?
Wait, hold up. Can we lock in on their
close to
second
the
half
Kirk Cousins,
schedule?
yes.
Because, Stephen A., I don't think you really looked at this.
I have the schedule right in front of me. Thank you very much. It's right here. It's right here, Molly. All the games. Right here.
Okay. Okay, so do you have a reaction to the gauntlet that is the second half?
I see a nosedive taking place after week 11. It's Monday Night Football, and then after that, the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Commanders. I see the Dallas Cowboys losing at least 3 or 4 of those games. At least, okay?
That's why they got to start fast.
That's what. They have to start fast. So they have to really show up in September. Now, Brian Schottenheimer, did you talk about Brian Schottenheimer and changing the culture? I mean, that was funny to hear. You mean the Brian Schottenheimer that nobody was thinking about? Nobody wanted? That Jerry Jones just plucked out of obscurity and gave him the head coach?
He was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, really. But who was calling the plays? Who's calling the plays?
Mike McCarthy.
There we go. So he wasn't even calling the plays. I mean, what was he doing? By the way, just educate me because I realize, I'm brilliant because I know I'm not. I listen to those who are. Y'all played, y'all won, I didn't. I got to ask y'all a question. If you're an offensive coordinator, but you ain't calling plays, what exactly is it that you do?
So
you help. First of all, you help with the game plan. You help with the game plan. I will say this.
Okay.
Now, when I played with the Jets, Brian Schottenheimer was my offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Oh.
We were very successful during that time.
Yes, they were.
So,
You said the Jets were successful.
This
Two
was
AFC
two
championships.
AFC championship games. He was the offensive coordinator.
I understand that, but I recall that's Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
That's Mark Sanchez.
That was right. Now he has Dak Prescott. Now he has Dak
Was the
Prescott.
offense anything to write home about when Mark Sanchez was the quarterback?
They were physical and they could run the ball.
Now he has Dak
AFC
Prescott.
championship game.
Now he has Dak Prescott. Now he has Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
But also, too, I remember this, like a guy like Mike McDaniel, right?
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel didn't call plays in San Francisco, but he was the run game coordinator. When you look at what he was able to do offensively in Miami.
With Tua. What about with that?
Well, you need a good quarterback, Stephen A. I'm supposed to run Skylar Thompson out there and win
That's exactly where I'm going. You understand?
But Dak Prescott's a good quarterback.
He's a damn good quarterback in regular season. He's a damn good quarterback in the regular season.
We're talking about where they will finish in the NFC East.
I can't do anything about the postseason right now.
I got you.
I'm just focused on the regular season.
I veered left. My bad. I'll get back to the regular season. Okay, so let's look at it. I mean, just look at it right here. I mean, they do have the Packers week 4. Bears week 3, Eagles week 1. I see 2 losses in the first 4 weeks. I see two losses in the first 4 weeks. That's what I see. I don't know about everybody else. That's what I see, okay?
Okay.
And then I guess I got to look at Commanders in week 7. I mean, that's the potential. At the Broncos.
Tough game.
At the Broncos week 8.
Tough.
Tough game.
Okay.
Tough game.
All right. We don't know about the. And then see, this is the Cowboys. How the hell this happened? You got a Monday night game in week 9, a bye week in week 10, and then another Monday night game in week 11. What the hell is that
They're
about?
America's team.
They're America's team, Steve.
America's team.
team.
Because you know what they know? They know even at that point of the season, if the Cowboys feel to us like they will not be a playoff contender, you're going to talk about them on Tuesday morning after that Monday night game.
After the Monday night game. But if it was Sunday, I probably would.
That-
You know, it depends. It depends. I didn't talk about them a lot
Stephen
last
A.,
year.
who's
We
gonna-
really, really did it. I mean, they disappointed me. I was hurt because they stunk early.
So-
I want them to be good early and stink late.
So let me ask you a question.
That's what I-
Do you think the Cowboys making the playoffs this year?
No. Oh, by the way, did you hear Dan Orlovsky?
You don't think they're gonna make the
I think
playoffs?
Dan Orlovsky gave the football take of the year. Did you hear what he said? It was on national television. He said with the cameras rolling, y'all, I got proof. He went like this, Cowboys, it's great. And then he mentioned 8 teams. He said, other than those guys, I think they're great. It's hilarious. I mean, I couldn't get over it. It was the funniest take of the year. He literally gave you 8 teams in the NFC. And then said, other than those guys, I mean, the Cowboys are right there.
But think about
it. You mean other than the playoff teams?
If it was basketball, they could be in the play-in tournament.
That's right, but it's not. Ain't no three-pointers in football. Ain't no dunks in football. You know what I'm saying? It's touchdowns, it's tackles. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Field goals.
There we go.
Stephen
Extra
A.,
points.
who's going to start hotter? Cowboys, Bengals? Because you always have something to say about the Bengals' slow starts.
That's a great question. Ma, that's the best question here. I got to give it to you. If your lips to God's ears, I got to think about that.
It's early in 2025. She
Yeah.
got some more.
Yeah.
She got some more in the arsenal.
I'm going to say the Bengals. Because I've been riding them about the fact that, listen, I personally, and I'm dead serious about this, I think there needs to be an investigation into what the hell Zach Taylor and his staff are doing in the offseason. Why the hell can't you win in September? They literally in the first 2 games, over the last 6 years, their record is like 1-11.
Yeah.
All right, to start the season.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. They don't show up. It's like, what the hell are you doing in the offseason to prepare for the start of the season? It don't start in October. It starts in September. I think they hear that noise. I think Joe Burrow, I believe in that brother. You should too, LSU. You should too. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Listen, they kept them. I'm like, yo, they going to start off strong this year.
They're going to start fast because when you watch the way that this team finished last year, they understand, they know what December is about. Yeah. They know what early January is about. How do we fix September? And then Woody talked about this on Get Up. Whatever their plan is for training camp, that has to change. We also have to remember you went out and you got Al Golden from Notre Dame, right? Al Golden, who's been to a Super Bowl as the coach, as an assistant coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. He knows this team. He knows this organization. It's going to be – I talked to a defensive coordinator this offseason at one of the pro days, and he told me this. I said, who's the best quarterback you play? And he said, Joe Burrow. He's like, Josh and Patrick and Lamar can make nothing out of something. But they're normally making that nothing out of something because they missed the something. He said Joe Burrow never misses. And I believe he won't miss in fixing what's been wrong with this team in the first 4 weeks.
And give him a lot of credit because he came on First Take during Super Bowl week and on national television applied pressure to the Cincinnati Bengals organization to re-sign those guys.
And they did just that.
And they did it.